Closing is always easy when you hard on me. We all play with hard on C. They know just what to do. They're always there to support us. We couldn't ask for more. On our way in the right direction, we found what we're looking for. In FLC, in FLC, closing is better. But not one says, you better believe. We're not a team, but a family. We work together in harmony. We are devoted, natural one in FLC. We welcome movies like we know there's so much to learn. We got your back for a lifetime. There's no need for concern. Just look at the world around you. There's skills and flows everywhere. And if you face an objection, what would your party say? In FLC, in FLC. Objections are easy. If you don't believe, you have to agree. We can role play at any time. To disagree, that is a crime. We're practicing to get the cheats in FLC. In FLC. We started training, now we take a break. They're so happy. We get to roll, baby, big brother day. We got Coach Everborn in FLC. All of our coaches, we then promotions. Typical approach, you already knows. We got the spirit, you got to hear it. We're FLC.
I will never get bored of hearing that song, ever.
No way. That's so amazing.
I know. If that is your first time hearing that song, be ready for it to be stuck in your head all day, every day, because, wow. And if it is your first time, where have you been? Where have you been? But welcome. Anyway, welcome to our live. If you're watching live or on the replay, thank you so much for being here. Yeah, we wanted to come together today to talk a little bit about our experience with FLC, in FLC, being part of the family, going through the program ourselves. And kind of my cat is destroying the carpet over there, so if you hear that, that's what it is. And yeah, if you guys have any questions or anything, we want to be here to answer and talk at you. This is just going to be a fun conversation. So yeah, I think, why don't we start with Misty's story? I think Misty has a really interesting story. So yeah, I wanted to ask, what is, your story coming into FLC? What's the journey been like?
Oh, wow. My story is kind of weird, actually. I was sitting there thinking about it today and thinking about how I even heard of the FLC. I was watching Master Sri Krishna's, one of his events, and it's the first time I'd ever seen Shivarya. And it's really weird because, to be honest, I have no idea how I got into the FLC. Because I was watching like I said, Master Sri Krishna's event, and he mentioned Shivarya, and she came out on stage, and then everything else went blank. And then the next thing I knew, I was following her and doing everything with her. And not to say I don't follow Master Sri Krishna, but it all became about the FLC. So, and I originally wanted to be in the GIC, to take get into GIC and really be there. This was back when Master Sri Krishna said he offered to pay for whoever was coming into the GIC to go to Bali, but I wasn't doing it to go to Bali. I was doing it because I was looking for not only the support and the friendship and the love, but also in the family aspect, but looking for what can I do to to get into business for myself and really change my life, because I really didn't like where I was at. To be honest, I had gotten down to the place where I was really, really low. I was going through divorce. I got kicked out of the house. My youngest daughter kicked me out of her life. And I was really, really low. I was like looking at and thinking of suicide again. And I heard Shibaria talking and accepted into the FLC. And I figured, if they'll do the payments, accept payments, I will find a way to pay for this, and I will change my life. I was looking at, because I had already made a decision like a year or two before that to change my life, because I had gotten to where I was 340 pounds and looking at either life in a wheelchair, or I could change my life and be able to be mobile and live a full life. So I chose to do that. And I chose to do the operation. So I had the gastric bypass. So when I found Shibaria, it was just that second opportunity. And I thought, I have to take this. I even joked with Shibaria once. I said, I'm going to start stalking you like Master Sri Krishna used to say that you would do for him. I'm just going to be everywhere. And I kind of did there for a while. I was on everything. If she popped up and her name came up, I was on. And so when I do get on to something that she's doing, or with anybody in the FLC, I really try to go in full bore and be like really engaged in it. So I'm getting everything fully out of it. I can get the love and support I need. I can give the love and support the other person needs. I can get the learning and things that they're trying to put across. And if I can do the same and giving them something in return, then that's what I'm trying to do. But when I got into the FLC, I was really really, really low, and really just decided I'm changing my life. So, Shibaria, Seb, everybody in the FLC has really saved my life multiple times. And I've been in it about a year and a half now, and it's been absolutely incredible. And I wouldn't change it for anything in the world. Now, I look for everybody who's online that's in FLC or in the Smilers group. I look for them. If I'm having my down moments where I'm going back to that negativity, I look for somebody in those groups and try to get on their lives, try to get on, or be comment on their stuff, and just try to go through and read everything and just get that energy back, because if I don't change my life, who's going to do it for me?
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like, I want to ask everybody, if you're in the FLC or you are not in the FLC, just in general, what is it that you're looking for that you need? Because yes, the FLC, for me, it was a lot of the emotional support that I needed, but it's also about the business and the knowledge. And if you don't know how to do something, Shibaria does, or Seb does, or there's somebody else there that does, and they will help you do that. So for me, I got into it thinking originally business, and it changed my life from a financial standpoint, but I got so much more than that.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing. And thank you so much for sharing with that so honestly. I know it helps me, and I'm sure a lot of people watching, it's helped them as well. I do really want to ask you, how has, since you found Shibaria and FLC, how has that kind of changed your goals or your mindset in life? Has it changed?
It has changed. My goals in life are now sorry, my dog's getting excited. She wants to comment too. she Since I've met Chabaria and Seb have really really shown me that it's okay to be who I am, to be me, and to be authentic, and that I don't have to try to be fake or be somebody else in order for other people to not only like me, but to want to do business with me. And it's just really given me back my confidence. It's allowed me to dream again. So now I'm not just, okay, I'm only going to settle for mediocrity. I'm going for better. And I can have better. And I am better. So I don't have to listen to all that conditioning that I went through growing up. And that is it's a complete 180 from when I started. And it's only been a year and a half. And I say that only a year and a half because how long does it take somebody to change? It could take years. But I've seen such growth and change in such a short amount of time that anything is possible. Anything.
Amazing. That's so amazing. Your story really every time gets me. It gets me. It's so amazing, and I also feel the same. Like since finding Chabaria and Seb, and you guys, you two, and the whole FLC core family, and everyone in this group. Really, I've like my mindset and goals have just expanded like beyond where I ever thought they could. So yeah, thank you for sharing that. Mel, has since being an FLC, is it the same for you? Your goals and mindset, how's that changed? What's your story?
For me, I would say I've always known what I wanted out of life, even since a very young age. I always wanted to live a freedom lifestyle and not be in like the system. Um, I would say I've always been like a free spirit. I've always wanted to live life on my own terms and be an entrepreneur. Um, live life without limits. And being an entrepreneur, starting your own business is definitely a vehicle to do that. If you're in a 9 to 5, if you have a job, if you go through the usual schooling system, you can only go so far, and you're gonna hit a ceiling not only in terms of finances, but you just wouldn't be able to have the time freedom. You wouldn't be able to have the freedom of choices because you're stuck in the place, you're stuck in the system. And for me, I've always since a young age, I've always just wanted to live that freedom lifestyle.
Amazing.
So I would say my goals have always been the same. It's just that it became a lot more clearer and more amplified when I started meeting entrepreneurs online, especially like Jaria, and because she was the main person that really took me like hand by hand to do all the steps, um, and just really set the foundation for my entrepreneurial journey.
Amazing. Yeah. Yeah, I think we can all agree that Chabaria is the pro at pushing us where we need to be pushed and where we need to be pushed to. So a little appreciation moment for Chabaria. You're still watching. We love you. I wanted to ask both of you actually. Mel, what is one piece of advice you give to anyone watching who also wants that freedom lifestyle and don't know where to go?
What's one piece of advice?
Yeah. Because I think a lot of people in this group also have the same goals, but maybe don't know where to start.
I think clarity is very important. Like, you need to know what you want out of life. You need to know what you want to achieve. Um, you don't necessarily need to know how, because that's when mentors, that's when people that um, they take you hand by hand, that's when they come in and they take you step by step, and take you through the journey, um, and they help you. But you need to be very clear about what you want and what you want to create, um, for yourself, for your life. And you need to be very clear about your purpose and your intentions. And I believe once you are very clear of that, the opportunities, the people, they will show up. You just have to be aware. You have to be very aware of them.
Yeah.
And
And
when
open
you
for
have
it.
clarity, yeah, because you know like what you want,
Mm.
and you'll be able to see the opportunities. You'll be able to see um, the things that have been put into your life,
Yeah.
and you will be able to take on those opportunities.
Amazing. I love that. Thank you so much. And speaking of journeys and journeys and opportunities, I don't know if anyone's seen the little text down below, but we have a free ebook, Cold to Client Roadmap, which is exactly that. It's a journey. Um, I won't spoil too much. It's very exciting. But if you want to get that for free, absolutely no cost, which is crazy, you comment roadmap down below, and we will get that to you. But yeah, thank you so much. And Misty, do you have any advice or anything you want to add?
My advice would be to, there's so many things, but I think know your worth, know you can do it, be open to it and go for it. Don't let fear hold you back in any way, which is something I fight with. But yeah, don't just go for it. You don't know what you're capable of unless you put yourself out there and you just do it. Really.
I love that.
What
I
about
love
you,
it.
Jesse? What would you advise somebody?
Well, yeah, and thank you, because that actually leads very nicely into what I wanted to say is that's kind of exactly how I got into it. So my advice would be I would magpie off you, really feel the fear, but do it anyway. If you really feel called to do something, um, do it, because so if I can share a little bit about how I got into FLC is I knew about Jabara for a while. I'm a mixture of you both. Ever since a young age, I knew I didn't want the 9 to 5. I didn't want to. I saw my parents doing that, and I didn't want that for me. And then I got introduced to Master Sri Akashana, and through there I saw Chabarya, and I'm so glad I did. So I knew of Chabarya a while before I actually joined FLC. Um, and I joined the 7 day challenge. At the end of it, that amazing offer for being part of FLC, and I did not have the money. I was just about to go to uni. I really wanted to be part of it. I was thinking about it all week, all day. So I went to my mum to ask for the money to do it, and her being amazing, she didn't know about it. She didn't know too much about it, but she, I think, could feel how much I wanted it. So she lent me the money. And ever since then, it's just been a snowball of, opportunities. And now the opportunity to join the family came up, and it's been not that long, I think, beginning of January. But it's really changed my life already. And the people I've met have changed my life as well. And I'm really grateful for that. So, yeah, my advice would be exactly that. If you really feel called to do something and it's scary, do it anyway. I think, is it Dave, this sales expert that we all love? Dave says fear is the yes, it's the indication that you need to take that step. Yeah, feel the fear and do it anyway. Yeah, that would be my piece of advice, which I think we've all done at some point. Amazing. I also wanted to ask.
Yeah.
Oh, Mel, you go.
Yeah. Thanks, Josie. I wanted to kind of continue what Josie was saying about sales, because I think a lot of people, they might not know what they want to do in their community life, this entrepreneur space. And I would say sales is one of the first things I learned. Is there like an echo?
Mm-hmm.
A little bit. It's not bad though.
Yeah.
I could hear myself when I was speaking.
Because it's kind of laggy for me.
A little bit, but it's raw and real.
Yeah, so sales, I would say sales is one thing that everyone should learn, really, because everything in life really is sales. Because it's pretty much just like convincing other people of your perspective, and if you want to get something out of like life, if you want to get what you want in life, you have to like convince people. It doesn't matter who it is. It could be your family members, it could be your children, it could be your parents. There's always some sort of negotiating and conversations and like convincing. So everything is sales. Which is why like these past few seasons of FLC, we've been heavily focused on sales. And as some of you might know as well, we've been training with marketing, and yeah, and also delivering that material that we're learning from them in our new seasons with the Deal Closing Academy.
Which is absolutely gold, by the way.
Oh yeah. I just want to jump in and say, when you come into FLC, you don't have to necessarily know what you want to do as far as a business standpoint, because as you go through like the 7-day challenge or even the FLC course, you learn more about yourself and then learn about your passion, and that's where the business end of it kind of opens up, and it's like, oh, this is the kind of business I want to do. This is what I can do. This is what I'm good at, what I'm passionate at. Let me go this way. So you don't necessarily have to know what you want to do as far as a business standpoint. You can come in and just kind of, I know I want to do something, but I'm not sure what I want to do. That's kind of where I was at. And now I'm like, oh, this is opening up, and I know I can do this, and I know I can do that. So, or even if you're in business and want to scale things, we may be able to give you ideas that you didn't think of, or show you how to do things in a different way that gets you a better result than what you're already doing. So, just go for it.
Yeah. I think just go for it. I think when we say sales, a lot of people get a bit
It's,
scared. It has a little bit of a bad connotation to it, but I was surprised. I think everyone would be surprised just how, I don't want to
easy.
say easy, yeah, easy, which might seem a bit, it's not easy to some people, but when you really learn from the best, which we have been, um, it's easy and it's fun. Um,
And
yeah,
it's natural.
it's
We do it
natural.
naturally all the time.
Oh my God, yeah. Sales can be convincing your mum to eat where you want to eat. Like that's sales. So if
I don't
you,
like that shirt. I think you should wear this other one instead. Because of the fact this one brings out this and this and this, and that just looks better.
yeah, exactly. It's all sales. If you
Yep.
don't get good at sales for business, get good at sales for your own personal benefit. That's me. But yeah, it's so true.
So,
Yeah. I know. I've unconsciously been using everything we've been learning, even agreement drill. I'm agreeing with everyone, which is great because now I'm getting you engaged so much more. So,
I didn't know I was doing that beforehand. And people just give me weird looks because I've always been, okay, yeah, I agree with that. I was, this little story, this little kid going somewhere driving around and he's like trying to scare me. He goes, "You got a spider on your head." And I just looked at him and was like, "Oh my God, awesome. Does it look nice? Does it make it clear?" And he's like, he just looks at me like, "No."
yeah,
I'm like, "Oh,
foreign.
that's great."
Yeah, it's so foreign to everyone to actually agree, but it's great because it works.
Yeah. Well, and it changes it when you're agreeing with somebody, whether you buy into what they're saying or not, it impacts how you feel and how you see things, as well as it impacts their perception and how they feel about things. So that you're not giving that negative, which you get from everywhere else. You're giving that positive, and that kind of impacts things differently than if they were getting the negative. So
Yeah.
it's nice.
Misty, Mel, you're right. I agree. I'm with you. I totally understand.
100% done.
Done.
Got
So
you.
true. It's so true.
Now lean on the pen.
Sign here and here. But yeah, we joke around, but it is very true, and it becomes so natural so quickly, even though it does not feel natural at first. I mean, for me anyway.
I think it's the nerves that makes it feel unnatural. It's
Yeah.
just you're feeling nervous, and then it's something new. But once you start doing it, then you're like, "Oh, I completely get this."
Mm,
And then it's like, "Oh, well, I do this anyway."
yeah, exactly. And going straight into sales might be a bit of a big first step for someone. I think if you are a bit new to all of this, again, I'm going to just say it again, we have a free ebook that will tell you exactly how to get in front of people and get comfortable in front of people. So yes, comment roadmap below and we will get that to you ASAP. It's amazing. I've read it and it really helped me become more comfortable. Yeah, if you're watching this and you're not commenting roadmap and you haven't read it already, I don't know what you're doing because you're missing out.
It's an amazing tool to really help give you direction and help you get going where you need to go.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Did you have something to say, Mel?
yeah, it's definitely if you need any guidance, you don't know where to start. That's why it's called a roadmap. It's your roadmap. So
Boom. I like that.
it's gonna take you to where you want to be. Do it. Do it.
Just
Yes.
do it.
What he said.
Do it for you and your family. Do it for me.
it for us. Someone's saying I really need it right now. Amazing. We will get that to you ASAP. Tavaria, we'll get you. We'll send you your own book. We will get that to you ASAP.
Ooh, we sold Jamaria.
Amazing. I'd be a bit worried if you hadn't read it. We will get that to you, to everyone. But yeah, did either of you have anything want to add? Have another question?
I want to know where, first of all, where you guys see yourselves in 5 years. Do you see FLC playing a vital major role in your life in the future?
Oh, I love that. Mel, would you like to go first?
I feel like people that might think okay, let me word this differently. We're the missing piece that you've been looking for.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Actually, like with the Grant Cardone team, they send me the pizza. They send the pizza to like people, and they say, "We're the missing piece." They take away one piece of pizza.
Yeah.
And they say, "We're the missing piece of your business." So FLC is the missing piece for you guys.
I love that.
So
I do love that. Only I keep thinking, how can I send a pizza to another country?
Yeah.
You know?
That's amazing.
can you order it online and just send it to their address? Like you can order online from the website that's in the country.
There you go.
The store, the shop that's.
Do you guys and anyone watching right now in the comments, do you guys have Domino's where you're at, or what pizza place did you have? Because we are going to send you pizzas. I'm going to send you both a pizza right now. Breakfast now. Your breakfast can be a pizza.
I want to bring up.
And if you're a vegan,
Go ahead, Mel.
no worries, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Okay. I was gonna say if you're vegan or vegetarian, we'll work something out.
Yeah.
Well, they have
If you don't,
cauliflower crust now, and vegan
So
and stuff. So, and that doesn't taste bad.
to summarize, you have to join us if you
There
want
you
pizza. That is basically the message.
I'm sold.
Yeah. If you want pizza, comment roadmap, and we will get you pizza and a free ebook.
Now you're bribing people.
What more could you want? Amazing. Yeah. Well, coming back to your.
if you like pizza, we'll get you some.
Yeah, I love that. All right. Well, now I want pizza, so that's great. But Mel, did you have anything more to add for Misty's question? We're a bit off topic.
I mean, do you mean what I see myself in 5 years? Where I see myself in 5 years? I think 5 years from now is probably going to be the same. Like we're still going to be an FLC, but it's just going to be at a much larger scale. Like, be a lot bigger. We're definitely here for life.
Shabaria's dream of where she wanted to take FLC, you can physically see from when she started to now how much it's snowballing. It's just getting bigger and bigger and speeding up. So, yeah.
And do you know what that means?
Yeah.
More value for everyone. Everyone.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So much gold.
I want to bring this out before we get too far. The FLC, and I think I mentioned this to you earlier, Josie, where FLC is not just part of the planet, like a couple countries. This is global. It's worldwide. So you have your business is not just in your country or in your state.
Mm.
When you're doing something online, you're opening that up globally. So you're getting more leads, more clients, more sales, more business. Nobody's in competition with each other. They're everybody's here to help support each other, and there's enough people in the world for everybody to do business.
Yeah.
So, and that's I want to point this out. The three of us are in completely different parts of the world. I'm in the USA, Josie's in the UK, Mel is in Taiwan. And we're here together and we're family and we're on the same team. And we've got the same goals and we're going for it together. And that's what FLC does for you.
Exactly. And not only just right now we're together every day, almost every day. So yeah, it's amazing. And I feel honored to be able to work with you guys basically every day.
Every day. You see us every day.
We can't get sick of each other because I'll never get sick of you guys. And as well in this Facebook group, there's people from everywhere, all different time zones. So yeah, it's amazing. Just wanted to reinforce what you were saying.
Yes. It's because if you think about it, if you join the FLC, you're not only joining to get the support and the love and the training that you need to either start a business or scale your business, you also are finding potential leads there in the group. Because there are people who, okay, maybe you have one business and somebody else needs your services or vice versa. So you can play off each other throughout the group. It's not, and like I said, and nobody's in competition with each other. We're all going for the same goal, which is a passive income and our freedom lifestyle. And if we can do that together, that's all the better. So when you're in the FLC, you're getting this love and support you need. You're getting all the help from somebody in the world. If one person doesn't know the answer, somebody else will, and they're willing to jump in and help out.
Yeah.
And you've got a world of potential leads that, that are there for you. And like Shabaria always says, and other people say, people buy from people they know, they like, and they trust. Who else are you gonna know, like, and trust better than somebody in the FLC?
Exactly. Love that. And it's so true that this group is so filled with support and love, and even in our morning meetings or evening meetings, wherever we are in the world, we talk about you guys in our meetings. Yeah. So we really appreciate and love everyone in this group. And yeah, we talk about you guys in the meetings. All positive things. Yeah, the love and support is really, really, really there. It's not just something we say.
When we say family, we mean family.
Yeah.
We don't mean just saying the word just to throw it out there. We really mean family. And that's what Shabaria and Sid keep telling us too. When they say it, they really mean it. Everybody in the FLC really means this is a family, and we're here to support you. And when you need it, we got you. And when we need it, we know you've got us. So nothing's impossible.
Yes. Yeah.
I have a sign that says so. I have a sign that says so. Nothing's impossible. So you got to believe me.
Well, there you go. If the sign says it.
Yeah.
I like that hashtag tomorrow. FLC family for life. I think we should.
Yeah, absolutely.
Everyone commenting that. yeah, I completely forgot the point I wanted to make.
Sorry.
No, it was really good. You said something, and I was like, oh, I'm going to say something about that. But yeah, it is a family for life, and like Jabari always says, we are stealing all of your quotes, Jabari. I hope you don't mind. We got this, and we got you, and it's so true. Can I get a hoo ha hoo for that?
Hoo ha hoo! We
And then,
tell Victoria all the time.
yes,
Right.
yes. Well, you know what they say. What's it called? Copy success,
Model success.
model success, and that
Yes.
is what we're doing. So nothing is impossible. Even impossible says that I'm possible.
Yes.
Oh my god! Damn.
And one of the ladies in FLC also says nervousness is just, it's not fear, it's just excitement.
Yes. If you can change your thinking, it's the same.
It's just the wording. Change
Yeah.
the words, yeah.
Again, it was the mindset. You just need to have that mindset.
Yes. Did you
Hello,
guys
Kimona.
Hey Kermano!
Thank you
Yes,
for
the FLC dad.
Dad, yeah. The legend
He
himself.
doesn't just have his three or four kids, he's got a world, a global
He's
kids.
got
No,
all of us.
all over the world.
Amazing.
He's gonna
Mel-
be like, you guys are nuts.
Yeah. Mel, did you have anything you want to?
Yeah, just really grateful for all of you guys who tuned in, and we're doing this because of you guys. And yeah, this is what truly inspires us to go out and do more and change more lives. It's because of the people that we impact and people that really have been able to change their lives because of what we provided. So we're really grateful. We're really grateful for all of you.
Yes. I love that. It's so true that all of us here are here because of you guys watching either live or on the replay, and because of Chavaria and Seb and everyone. So yeah, what Mel so beautifully said. That's amazing. If oh no, Misty, sorry.
I have another question. If you could achieve all your life's goals, how would you feel? And how can you feel that way all along throughout the entire journey?
Wow. I like these questions.
I Googled.
I like your honesty too. I love it. Well, personally, if I could achieve, wow. I think, obviously it would be an amazing feeling to have that and look back at my life and be like, I made it, like I did it. And to have that feeling, carry that feeling through the whole journey. I think it's a lot of the business journey is about enjoying the journey. How many times do I say journey? So a lot of it is, enjoying the process and not just enjoying the result. You won't get to the result if you're not enjoying the process. You're not gonna carry on if you're not going to enjoy in the process of getting to your goals. So I think you really need to really envision how getting that goal will feel for you and keep that with you through the whole journey, the whole process. Love it.
What about you, Mel?
I agree with that. I agree with joining the journey is definitely very important. But at the same time, I think people still need to be results, um, focused on results as well, because you need to know what you want.
Mm.
You need to be clear of the goals and what you want to achieve, so that when you are in the journey, that you can enjoy it even more because you know where you're going to. Um, you're not just doing stuff just for the sake of doing it, but you have a goal and you have results that you want. Um, and it's gonna make the journey more enjoyable as well
Mm.
because you're working towards something.
Yeah,
That's what I think.
I like that. What about you, Misty?
I think that if I was to reach all my goals, um, it would be absolutely amazing. I would be so happy and excited because one of my goals in life is to feel free. I don't want to have so much burden and so much of that. Because when you're in life and you're settling for mediocrity, you've got this weight on you. And when you have that um, income that you can relieve that and use your income for positivity and to help other people, you can relieve that. Then you feel this weight lifted off you. You feel free and you feel amazing. And I personally think that in order to feel that the entire way journey through, um, we should be evaluating how we're doing every day
Mm.
and working on improving ourselves a little bit every day and stop in the evening and look back, okay, did I do better today than I did yesterday? And if I did, that's a win.
Yes.
And if I didn't, then I'm going to work double hard tomorrow just to continue on growing further, and that's a win.
Mm.
So that's what I think that there is a way to do like that throughout the whole thing. You just have to keep reevaluating because, like I said, I've been in this a year and a half. I've gone through what, four, maybe three, four, five of the 7-day challenges, and every time you learn something new. But to look back at how I was when I started and where I'm at now is night and day. It's completely different. So I'm already a success because I'm a better person and I'm in a better position than when I started. And when you start something, you're already winning because you're closer to the goal than when you started.
Mm. Yeah, I love that. And coming a little bit back to the point you made, I think don't be afraid to have bad days or to make mistakes, um, because that it's needed for the growth. And in the long run, it's going to make you 10 times, 100 times better. But don't let the fear of having those bad days or making mistakes stop you from going for it, going for those goals that you so want so badly. Yeah, I think coming to the comments, someone said I would feel amazing if I achieved my goal of starting a dog shelter here. Oh, Misty, I think that speaks closely to you. Some satisfaction and joy in watching homeless dogs from cruelty and accident. That's amazing. That's amazing. Well done. Keep doing what you're doing because we need that.
You can do this. You can do it. Takes a little bit every day, just little steps every day, and before you know it, you're going to have your shelter and be able to save a lot of dogs' lives and make them feel important and loved, which they deserve. You can do anything. Just keep
100%.
going.
Yeah, and you're already because you're here. You're already in the right place.
Yep.
So keep doing what you're doing. Lovely. And I think we have a few new people here. So you say again, coming back to this journey idea. we do have a ebook. I'm going to say it again. A free ebook called the Client Roadmap to kind of teach you fundamentals of getting started and getting in front of people so that you can thrive in your business. Like it says down below, comment roadmap, and we will get that to you. Yeah, I just wanted to add that in there for the newbies in this live. All right. Tavaria wants it. Tavaria, we'll get it to you. He really wants it. Capitals too. Yeah, if no one had anything more to add, I also have a question.
Go for it.
Yeah. I want to ask, what is the biggest lesson you guys have learned through being part of FLC so far?
You want to answer first?
Yes. Just showing up, being consistent, like very simple things, you know, like most people don't do it.
Yeah.
And yeah, I would say a lot of this, the most simple things in life are actually the most challenging.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, it's really just about letting go of negativity and negative thoughts and just doing it. Because you can never truly fail. Like what Misty said, if you already taken the action, it's already a win. You're already one step ahead of your past self, your old self. And yeah, being consistent is definitely very, very important. Like if you can't be consistent, you're not gonna achieve anything. Because yeah, it's pretty much if you're not consistent, you're just going forward and walking backwards again. Like you're just walking in circles. But if you're consistent, then you'll be able to build the momentum. You'll be able to you're gonna feel better about yourself. And a lot of the stuff that feels difficult in the beginning, it's gonna start feeling easy. It's gonna start feeling good, and I'm sure Josie knows as well. Like recently, we've been doing a lot of cold calling in our team. In the beginning, it's like it's something very important for us, so it's uncomfortable. Like you don't really sit well. Like it's uncomfortable, and but the more you do it, easier it gets, and the more fun it gets. Actually, it's not just about like being like pushing through it, but it becomes enjoyable, and your self confidence becomes a lot higher, and you're proud of yourself because you're doing something that you're afraid of.
Definitely.
And yeah, you just want to achieve more now. Like you to waste any more time doing useless things and you actually do like produce, you want to yeah, take those steps every single day.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and I think the more consistent you get, the more addictive it gets to be consistent. It becomes a habit. Yeah, just push through, even if you do a little bit every day. Yeah. What about you, Misty? What is the biggest lesson?
I think it's hard for me to nail it down to one big lesson because I've learned so much. Like, I've learned so much just from myself. Like, I've learned that I do have confidence, I can do anything. I'm allowed to dream big. It's not silly or stupid. I don't have to settle for mediocrity. I can go for what I want. Um, and being consistent. I didn't know I was consistent with things. I just do whatever feels good for me. And I'm finding that just doing that is my passion. Just doing what feels good for me and what makes me feel good, and um, that's my passion. I want to do it more. And I just lost what I was going to say.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's we lost it.
This is what happens when we're live. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. I've made plenty.
Being authentic.
Exactly.
I think that's really huge because we think that we have to change who we are and the way we are to please other people to kind of get those sales or bring people in. And that's not true. The more authentic you are, the more you are comfortable with who you are and you're willing to show your vulnerability and your heart to other people, the more they're going to like you and be willing to do business with you. And yeah, I think because like Mel's talking about cold calls, I'm still terrified. But I'm going to do it. I will do it. And I know that as soon as I start doing it, it's going to take over and I'm going to always do it. And that'll be on my mind all the time. Because I permanently.
But it's so true because even we find the sales part of it scary. But we're going to do it, and we are doing it. And if we can, so can everyone else. So.
Yeah, it's like when I said that when I'm feeling low and I'm doing like feeling really negative, not doing very well at all, and I look for somebody in FLC or the small group, and I kind of start getting on their stuff and try to boost my own energy and stuff.
Yeah,
that is now more of a, I don't want to say a habit, but it's more of a almost a vital thing that I do when you're doing cold calls and you're doing the sales stuff and we're going over the agreement drills and we're going through the closing scripts and we're agreeing to whatever we can. That in itself becomes a necessity and you just automatically look for it and go for it.
Yeah, amazing. I agree as well. I agree. If you guys don't know,
I'm right there with you.
I'm right with you. I totally understand. We do train every day, and I think that's this is the little jokes we've been having. I think it's very important to add that no matter where you are in your journey, train every day. Do something towards your goals every day to build that momentum, like Mel was saying earlier. Very important. And then you can start becoming more natural at it.
Yeah.
Really.
And then you're doing it when you don't want to, and you're like, I didn't realize I was doing that.
Exactly. I didn't want to agree with you, but here I am. Which I really like the comments right now as well. I don't know if you guys can see as well. Texture says being precise with your goals, which is very important. Natalie saying it becomes a joyful habit, which is so true. Something so scary has now become joyful. Yeah. Wise words from a beautiful, amazing woman. Oh, Misty, that was to you. Which is so true. You guys have been spitting great facts, dropping goals. Hoo-ha-hoo for your hoo-ha-hoo for everyone here, by the way. Yeah. Did anyone else have anything more to add to that?
Does anybody in the comments have any questions that they want answered or that they need answered? Like, is there anything you want to? Let me ask people in the comments. Is there anything you would like to see or get from the FLC?
Yeah, anything at all. Don't be shy.
Let us know. We can't help unless we know what the problem is.
Exactly. Because I know personally for me, before I was kind of more part of FLC, I had a lot of questions about how, it worked or kind of what goes on behind the scenes. Javaria, can we play the song again towards the end? Oh.
Absolutely. I think we should. I think it should be on repeat 24/7.
Oh, yeah, it is in here.
I absolutely love it.
I think that's the best idea I've ever heard you had, Javaria. Heard you had? Or pretend that makes sense. But,
she knows how to talk, we promise.
Yeah, I know. It's late.
Yes. It's about midnight now, isn't it? Like
it is. It's 18 past midnight for me, but you guys and everyone in the comments, are giving me energy, so it's all right. I'm good. Obviously, sometimes we start with people who don't understand our passion. How to break that and get into the right place. That is a very good point. I think immediately what I think of is your network equals your net worth. The people you surround yourself with is very important, and it can really help to change your mindset and perspective of things. And the question is, how do you break that and get into you are in the right place in this group. I think maybe a helpful thing, I think you guys would agree, is go live in this group, and you'll be surprised how quickly you connect with other very like-minded people. But yeah, really make use of this amazing group that you are in. You guys had pointing.
I think that from coming from my standpoint and my background, my family did not believe in anything I want to do. To them, I'm just some stupid person that's not good enough for anything, and should. In fact, I've been told by my mother that I'm not only good enough to be a housewife and a mother if I can do that right. So I think coming from that standpoint, where I'm at, you have to be sold on your own passion and just know in your heart and your mind, this is right. This is right for me. You don't have to agree with me. You don't have to help me, but this is what I want. This is what I'm doing. And like a really hard lesson that I've had to learn this past year is what as somebody else thinks about you, their opinion about you and what you're doing is none of your business. Don't look for validation in somebody else. Look for it yourself first. Be sold on your own passion and just go for it. Over time, if you're not trying to convince them, but you're showing with your actions, they're going to be sold on your passion and come to support you in the long run. But a lot of people have to be shown first because in their mind, they're still thinking it's not possible. Or they don't like to see somebody else doing better than them because it reminds them that they settled for what they have and what they think the society has allowed them to have. So you have to be sold on your own passion and do what's right for you. Everybody else will come around to your perspective in time by watching your actions.
Exactly. Yeah. Amazing. If I could quickly add before Mel adds his perspective, by getting into that mindset and really, really, truly believing in yourself, But you can do this. You will start to attract the right people to you. So really start with believing in yourself wholeheartedly, and you will attract like-minded people to you. Yeah, I just wanted to add that. If, if Mel has anything to add, if not,
I I completely agree with what Misty said, where like naysayers and so-called haters, they reason they're that way is because they see something in you um, that they don't have. That makes sense. Like they see that you're going towards your goals, you're achieving your dreams, and it's actually they're kind of mad at themselves that they're unable to do that, so they like project that onto you. Yeah.
yeah,
So
that's so true.
yeah, it's just shutting off the noise. Like it's very. I think the simplest way is to just shut it off. I think it's easier said than done because we like live on social media and there's so many people, there's so much noise going on. You have to learn to like filter out things in your life that don't need to be there. Like look at just even like on your social media. Um, if you see posts that you don't like, if you see negativity and stuff that is not going to help you in any way, make a conscious choice to just remove it and
Yeah.
let that affect you. Because everything in your environment is going to shape who you become. Yeah. Like the stuff you look at, the things you read, the social media you look at, the TV you watch, like everything is going to shape you. Um, So if you really want to become your best version, your most ideal self, you have to look at things that don't serve you and things that bring you down and just remove it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that.
Absolutely.
Well, I've learned something as well from you guys, so thank you. Thank you for that question. As Matthew was saying, they cannot understand us exactly. People don't like what they can't understand. And some people just can't understand this level of greatness yet that we all have, that you guys all have. So yeah, very true. Does anyone have any other questions? Some people are coming up as Facebook user for me, so I'm sorry if we're not using people's names. Let's see. If not,
I think Facebook user was.
Oh,
Was
sorry,
Seb.
say again. Oh,
Was
Seb.
I noticed that from the beginning.
I thought the beginning one was Seb. Yeah, I could notice by the way they were saying things. I was like, that's a Seb thing to say. All right. Did either of you have anything else? Any other questions or anything to add?
No,
Yeah, I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just want to say that I think that if you're seeing this video, then the universe is telling you where your next step is at and where your path is. It's just up to you to take that step and to believe in yourself. Allow us to be there for you and believe in you, with you, and cheer you on. And go for it. FLC, the Freedom Lifestyle Creators, that's what we're here for. We're here to help you, start a business if you want to start a business, show you how to do that step by step, walk you through all of it, scale your business if you have a business. Maybe show you things that we've learned that works really well for us and hasn't haven't come across yet or didn't think of that could possibly help you with yours. And then, on the other side, it all is here for everybody to love and support each other, to be your cheerleaders, and just go for it.
Yeah, beautiful. I love that. Nice. Mel, did you have any last words before we wrap up?
Yeah, just really grateful for everyone for tuning in. And if you're watching this and if this truly resonates with you, then yeah, comment down below roadmap. And that's where you should get started from.
Yes. Yes, definitely. Roadmap. Roadmap, everyone.
Roadmap.
Roadmap.
It
And
all
yeah,
starts with the roadmap.
it does. You need a roadmap to get to where you want to be. So comment roadmap, and we have a special gift for you. But yeah, adding on to you guys, I want to say thank you from all of us, the whole cool family as well, for being here. Whether you're here live or on the replay, or if you're just in this group, I'm sending the vibes out to you. I hope you can feel them right now. Thank you, because we are here because of you guys. We really bounce off you and everything you guys are doing as well. Yeah, thank you so much for hanging out with us. I had so much fun, and we will be doing this again, I hope. Right, who has
Let's do this every week.
every week?
Oh, yes.
Shall we? Okay, done. I agree. I'm with you.
I'm with you 100%.
Amazing. I'm on that. I freed up my schedule. All right, it's done.
Now lean on the pen and give me your autograph.
Everyone better be there as well. It's a commitment all around. But yeah, if no one else has anything else to add, I think we should
Listen to
finish
the
off
song.
with the song.
The song. We love that song.
This is
Yes.
all right. Everyone vibe with us. Vibe with us. Learn the word.
Closing's always easy when you're part of a team. We all play with Grandpa, don't see. They know just what to do. They're always
I
there
don't know if
to
he's playing the guitar
support
tonight.
us. Ask for more, and now we're in the right direction. We found what we're looking for. In FLC, in FLC. Closing is better without mindset. You better believe we're not a team but a family. We work together in harmony. We are devoted to passion and hope in FLC. We welcome newbies like you. We know there's so much to learn.
I hope everyone else is dancing with us, by the way.
There's no need for concern. Just look at the world around you. There's deals to close everywhere. When you face an objection, what would your heart be saying? In FLC, in FLC. Objections are easy. If you don't believe, you have to breathe. We can role play at any time. To disagree, that is a crime. We're practicing
dancing. It's a good song.
in FLC.
Yes.
Since we started dreaming, now we take a play. They're so happy. We get to roll every big brother day. We got culture, souls ever born in FLC. All of our poses keep their composure. Axes with rolling, we'll see what we knows. We've got the spirit, you've got to hear it. We're FLC.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So happy.
Guys,
Thank you,
bye.
everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.